Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies to same item, current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings, eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously. Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings, eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
What you think about a girl like me? Buy my own car and spend my own money. Only ring your celly when I'm feeling lonely. When it's all over, please get up and leave. Please don't call me baby, cause I'll call you. Don't mean to hurt your feelings, got a lot to do. Cause I am my number one priority. No falling in love, no commitment from me. All my independent women, throw them hands up at me. And all the sexy women, throw them hands up at me. All my money making women, throw them hands up at me. All my baller women, throw them hands up at me. If you feel it, throw them hands up, where them hands at if you feel it. Where my ladies, where my homegirls, where my women, where my women. Oh. Beyonce's come so far.
Ooh, by faith. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Blackest Show About Nothing. It's Jade and XD. Wagwan.
Oh, nothing. I was I'll be waiting for you to bring the AKAs back. You're always.
Yeah.
You're always.
I am always.
You're always
on the verge of something. I don't know what it is, but I'm on the verge.
I'm on the edge of glory,
and I'm hanging on a moment with you. I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm hanging on a moment with you. I'm on the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge. I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm hanging on a moment with you. I'm hanging by a moment with you. Yeah.
That's your theme song.
Yeah, I really am. So, we're back from Uncle Jam's. We're back from the cookout.
We are.
Yeah.
And we're reneging on our word.
Yeah. Are we?
Yeah.
How so?
Because we told them we was back to work.
You know niggas lie.
Yeah, we do. That's what we do for a living.
Only time, but only just for this reprieve, though. We're not going back to further.
No,
anyway.
We'll get to that, though.
How was your week?
My week?
The last 7 days.
Makosa was great. I missed my boo Santana this go-round, but she had some ting she had to do that particular Saturday, so I held us down. But it was a good last Makosa. However, there is a bonus Makosa with the FOMO party. FOMO is another DJ group in New York. And there's one this Saturday. Tidra Moses is performing.
Take me. It's free?
You can go to Makosa Cookout, at Makosa Cookout on Instagram and find out all of the information. It is at Elsewhere. I cannot say if it's free or not.
Gotcha.
But your girls might be in the building. We're trying to work out some logistics. It's going to be at Elsewhere. It's not going to be at Our Wicked Lady this go-round because it's a special party.
Gotcha.
But regardless, whether we're there or not, make sure you guys go out and support Tidra Moses. And
Tidra?
and Makosa.
Right.
Your DJs of Makosa. Juan is not going to be there, but Tara will hold it down. DJ Shinobi Shaw. DJ Darling Chuck, I love her.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a special ear, child. DJ Darling Chuck of FOMO Party. So it's gonna be a really good time. It's gonna be a really good time. But hopefully you girls will be in the building. Manifestations.
That's good.
But Makosa was good. You almost chopped like a good portion of my finger off.
Oh.
I don't know if you can see the
I see.
slicing. So I definitely was.
Did you have stitches or no?
No, I probably should have, but I had Makosa. So, your girl just did a good old,
Wrap.
slave hookup and...
The tourniquet is what they call it.
and janiggity. It definitely didn't stop bleeding for about 48 hours, which showed me I probably should have had stitches.
Yeah, you should have definitely had stitches. At least
but everything was sanitized and it was wrapped up really well and nobody even knew. Then my boo Santana came out with her cooking show.
Yeah.
I'll cook like your mother, so make sure you guys tune into her social media so you can find out how to be a part because you don't want to miss out. And
I'll put the link in the description box so you can watch the very first episode.
Yes, it will definitely be in the description box. And then also, Philly, Dopest Dinner Party Philly is actually canceled for this weekend. So, but we will, don't worry, it will come back. Make sure you still hit up Zen in a Jar. Make sure you still check out the Black Dragon Breakfast Club as well as the Sable Collective, who is opening a store in the mall in Philadelphia this month. So make sure you stay tuned for details about that as well. Lots of things coming. Fall, blooms new things. It's like spring too. Mm-hmm.
Because my allergies definitely feel like it's spring
Baby
too.
kicked me right in my throat.
Hello. Oh, the ghetto.
And it was also Labor Day.
It was.
So, it was actually probably one of the most quiet Labor Days I've ever witnessed. I don't know. And it wasn't the rain, because, niggas will still come out in the rain. But I don't know if it's because of the infestation of swine that I saw when I was driving down
Yeah, so
Flatbush.
I was talking to someone today, and they were like, this is the first time where I can honestly say the Parkway was whack.
I can believe it.
It was like,
the weather was terrible.
He said it wasn't even because of the weather. He was like, it's rained on Labor Day before. He was like, rain don't stop West Indians.
Nope, it don't. It don't.
Because the person I was talking to is Guyanese. He said it was just a bunch of. He was like,
that.
it was a bunch of that, and they limited so much, and like especially the night before Juve, they have like, the prison and pipeline lights,
which is so inhumane, and I'm really irritated because I know there's festivals in the city.
I don't see that shit any fucking
Y'all don't do
else.
that shit for white people. You don't. You don't put them project lights shining right in their homes.
Because let me tell you where they need to do that. Anytime there is a Yankees game. Because that is the unmitigated ghetto. My job is on the line of Yankee Stadium. And for whatever reason, due to homosexuality, I don't think of sports like that all the time. So I wasn't like prepared of like the game schedule or whatever.
Oh!
I was on my way here one day.
Nigga. I told you about that time I got into it with that homeless man on the 4 train. That's when I was living uptown off the 4 line and had to take it, and I forgot it was baseball season and didn't get on 3 trains.
Like, it is ridiculous.
Train just comes to your stop, opens up, and it just be packed full of sardines and then closes again.
And you just be like, fuck it. Like,
I can't get on.
Nowhere.
No, I literally can't get on this train.
No.
I can't get on.
And I refuse to get on packed trains now. I'd be like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to be the fuck late because I just don't.
And, a bunch of Yankees fans, I'm cool on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really go to places where there's drunk white people.
No, because they don't know how to act.
They shoot things.
They shoot things. They be wilding out. They say wild shit that they wouldn't say if they weren't drunk.
It's the shit that they say.
It's always the shit that they say.
Like,
a real throw the rock, hide the hands type of situation. And your girl is just really about to throw hands type of situation. And so,
I avoid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How was your week?
It was okay. This weekend was Gordy's birthday.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. So if you don't know Gordy is one of my really good friends, and we sat in the house.
Baby boo.
Yeah, we sat in the house and we got violently high.
I heard.
Yeah. And I made brownies,
I heard.
regular brownies, and then I've been cooking a lot lately.
Yeah,
you'd be surprised. Like I made a so I had every intention on recreating the Wendy's value meal. Because,
that's cute.
Yeah, so I recreated the Wendy's burger. It's delicious.
Okay.
All you just have to do is make sure your ground beef. First of all, you have to get really good quality ground beef. Mm-hmm. That's number one. If you're cooking in general, you should just have really good quality meat. Pause.
Yeah. That's in life.
But the thing is to make them 1 inch thick and square. So it's a really thin burger.
Yeah,
and it cooks
is.
super quickly. And all you're seasoning it is with salt and pepper. Mm-hmm. And when I tell you, it just melts in your mouth. And it was so good. But the reason why I'm telling you this is because I was going to attempt to make Wendy's nuggets. Oh. Because it's a very simple recipe because they use ground chicken. Oh. Yeah. And so, anywho, I got frustrated. I was like, well, I'm not doing this shit. Like, it's too hot to be frying shit or whatever like that. So I just made a ground chicken and potato, like, hash kind of situation. Oh. With, like, for them, I did, like, a scrambled egg. But for me, like, a over easy. Oh. She was delish. She was crew.
Okay.
But, yeah, I've been cooking a lot. Sheet pan meals, amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I realized that I spend... This is kind of funny because of one of our ads today. I still use Postmates.
Oh, yeah.
But I need to reduce drastically how much I order out. Because if you knew how much I spent on ordering out.
I don't want to talk about it.
I spent never mind. Point is, I'm cooking more. And plus, all these niggas, like, I just need to know what the fuck is in my food now. Also, and then just like, even with like fast food now, I'm not eating it as much. I don't feel like trash in the morning.
Yep, you don't feel good when you eat it like that.
Yeah, and I realized, I was like, oh, this is like adulthood for real. Mm-hmm. Like, when I was, and like when you're a kid, you eat a whole bunch of trash food, and it's great, it's fine, you bounce back. I have one fast food burger, and I am, like, repenting.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is the end.
You're like, oh, God.
I do have an XD's
I feel heavy, but I'm hungry.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. Like, Five Guys, like, you'll be full for, like, 6 days. Oh. I don't know what my thing is. Jade's telling me I'm snotty and I need to wipe my nose.
Okay. Well, I wasn't going, put you out there like that,
okay.
But,
Listen, we're all fam. In the club,
we all fam.
But I do have a XD's Corner today.
Yes, what is it?
And it's not even like a big story. It's just really like... I hate all city employees because why do you have to be rude? Like, why is that your prerequisite? Is that a prerequisite for you to be rude and nasty to people?
Yes.
Because this is why... See, I can't say that, but
so rude.
They're just so nasty and so rude, and like people. I'm surprised more people have not and got fought, like after work.
Got fought.
Yeah, like after work, because there's this one bitch I cannot wait to find and meet them after work, and I know what time they get off of work too. But any fucking way, like don't like nah. I fucking city employees, no. And don't be like, it's because people are rude and nasty. No, some of you all are rude from jump.
Yeah, no, I'm very nice to people. Mm-hmm. Anybody who knows me, when I first meet people, I'm always gonna be nice and respectful.
Right. Yeah, because I want to be treated the same way.
Yes, and I was raised.
Right. I was not raised by wolves or K. Michelle's.
Or possums.
Right. So, like, I'm... Whatever.
Any nocturnal rodent.
They've been pissing me off. You can follow... Oh! Doing another webinar.
Yes, you are.
September 16th. It is a housing webinar. It might be the last one of the year.
Okay.
So you might want to jump in. If you don't know, I do New York City housing webinars. A lot of people find it challenging to find housing here in New York. So in my webinars, I talk mainly about the New York City housing lottery, but I talk about public housing too. Mm-hmm. And I also give tips on what to do just to look for housing in general. Especially if you have like landlord issues and stuff like that, you could always bring it to the forum, and we'll talk about it. So it's $10, and you can download the webinar and take it with you wherever you go. I'm also offering a $15 option, which is like a one-on-one consultation. Mm-hmm. So if you need help like calculating your income and all good stuff, looking to see what's helpful. If you're a freelancer in New York City, I suggest getting that because I can tailor to tell you what works for you and what doesn't. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people aren't used to, when they move to New York City, providing like taxes and bank statements and stuff like that, mm-hmm. because you don't have to do that anywhere else. Because in upstate New York, I did not. So I'm offering that. Tickets are on sale. You can get link in the description box wherever you're listening, and also on my social medias. I got word.
Also, Houston Dopest Dinner Party, October 13th is open. Please check the socials for information on how to buy tickets. Mm-hmm. Cannot wait to come to the dirty.
Mm-hmm. That's on a Sunday?
Mm-hmm. Saturday is sold out. Sunday is now open.
Let me check skip leg and see if the dog can tip on through.
I'm just saying, it's Indigenous Peoples Weekend. You should cut.
Yeah, I'm into that. I need to celebrate my people. Mm-hmm. Also,
because all blacks are part Indian.
Yeah. Also, in the description box, there's a link to where you can donate directly to the Bahamian victims of Hurricane Dorian.
Yes. Yes. All of our love to the victims, to the families.
Like, how does a hurricane just sit on an island for days? That's how you know global warming is fucked up.
Child, I ain't never had a cool August in my life.
Yo.
I have never had a cool... August has always been like the
insufferable
armpit of
and
hell.
Long. This has been the quickest and coolest August
I have
ever
never...
experienced.
I said, this ain't right. Something ain't right. Mm-mm. Like, I gotta watch to see if I can go to the beach. Then we went to the beach, and they told us, they stopped us because you have to pay for parking. And we were wondering why the line was so long. We were like, well, maybe, it's a nice day. Everybody wants to come out. No, we finally got up to the window. We found out the line was so long because they're stopping everybody. Let them know, we're just letting you know you cannot get in the water today. There's a something kind of bacteria high in the water, and so we're letting everybody know that before they proceed, if they want to continue on. Yeah. And I was like, what? I don't know if I was more upset that we couldn't get in the water or more grateful that they test the water to tell us we can't get in it.
Well, yeah, because they test the fecal matter of the water. Because you're supposed to, before you go to the beach, you're supposed to check on the New York City beach website to see.
Well, they don't always do us right in Brooklyn. So it was refreshing to find out that they were testing for things.
I only learned that like a couple weeks ago because of Gothamist. Shout out to y'all. Mm-hmm. And I also didn't know that beaches closed. Like, they closed September 8th.
Like, where you can't...
Yeah, like, it's done. Like, the beach is closed.
I think that means there's no lifeguards on.
Yeah, but why would you go to a beach without lifeguards?
Oh, plenty of people go to a beach without lifeguards.
You shouldn't. As a former lifeguard, you should not. Unless if you're not going to the water.
When the lifeguards leave, it just be like, all right, well, they about to leave. They tell everybody to get out the water, and then when they leave, everybody get back in.
Okay. All right, well, cool.
Don't be dumb if you can't swim.
So, anywho, I'm trying to think of anything else before we go.
No.
Amazing Grace. Let's take a commercial break.
We'll be back after these messages.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings, eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
And we're back. So, Nigga Peace Theater.
Yes.
So, my girl Maverick, right? She created a whole Twitter account just because she heard her thing. And I don't know why she was so nervous. It was
that.
Yes, it was so good.
I don't know how many times I can tell you, you did that.
And the next one we're going to read today is about it too. Don't get imposter syndrome. If you heard this, you're not right. Send it in. I love reading these just as much as Jade does. Like, it's a good time.
I'm actually going to read it this week.
Yeah, here.
Oh, perfect.
Today's comes from Casey. Okay.
And everybody's going to get their author creds when the final story comes out.
Right. So, you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Make sure you go back and listen to Maverick's chapter from last week because, ooh, baby.
Yeah.
And we also recapped the very first chapter so you can be completely caught up on the story.
Yeah.
Sunday, 10:50 a.m. Alex took her seat in the front row. She scooted down the pew to make room for latecomers. Despite a lot of her hang-ups, Alex was always punctual. She laid a prayer cloth over her lap in an attempt to cover the significant length difference between her knee and the black Fashion Nova bodycon skirt she threw on 20 minutes ago. She tried to be modest. Big mood. She tried to be modest, but after an all-nighter that ended with a spontaneous BJ in her complex parking lot, who was she fooling? She got settled, patted her eyes with Kleenex, and checked her Apple Watch. 10:55, she mumbled, "Where are they?" The sanctuary was nearly filled, and as the doors closed to signify latecomers, Pastor Glenn took to the pulpit. He looked sick. If she wasn't sure repulsed by him, she may have felt some sympathy. "Good morning, church," he bellowed, although the voice of a broken man was trying to get through. "Good morning, Pastor," the congregation shouted back. "I want to thank y'all for coming today." He paused to catch his breath. "Keep it together, Glenn," he told himself, while surveying the crowd. At that moment, he noticed Alex. Amazingly, even on a day like today, that girl made grieving look damn good. Prayer cloth or not, nothing was hiding those thick, soft peanut butter thighs. Y'all are this guy.
Yeah.
These peanut butter thighs take me out. Mm-hmm. "It's okay, Pastor. Take your time," a few aunties in the front row shouted after several seconds of silence. Glenn popped back into reality. "Yes, thank you, sister. Like I was saying, Gloria loved this church so much. She gave her blood, sweat, and tears to help build Bethel Baptist Church, but I'm blessed to be able to celebrate her life with you. Let's sing How Great Is Our God." It was Gloria's favorite. Sunday, 1:10 p.m. "I can't believe y'all missed the entire memorial service," Alex seethed to her mom and sisters outside of Bethel Baptist. Most of the congregation was inside enjoying the fried chicken and stories of Gloria's life. "I had to sit in the front row alone. Daddy would have been so embarrassed." "Oh, girl, we all knew you'd be in the front row with or without us," Alex's mother Gina sneered as she reapplied her mauve lipstick and checked her hair in a nearby parked car window. But despite being a narcissistic and complete bitch, Alex thought her mother was perfect, and all she wanted to do was make her proud. I'm just saying, Alex mumbled, cowering in her mother's presence. Well, I'm sure I can get back into Glenn's good graces, Gina winked and pulled down her dress to show just enough cleavage to notice, but not enough to get kicked out. After Alex's father's death 10 years ago, Gina stopped taking her daughters to Bethel. Being a bishop's wife for 18 years took a toll on her. The theatrics, the pleasantries, the horrible outfits, it wasn't her scene, and her late husband's death was her way out. That being said, Pastor Glenn was one of the wealthiest men she knew, and she wasn't going to lose her second chance at being a kept woman. Adrian, give me that mac and cheese, baby. Gina took her famous mac and cheese from her youngest daughter and sauntered past Alex, but not before whispering, maybe if you took notes, you'd be the wife and not a Holiday Inn hoochie. Come on, girls, Pastor Glenn is waiting for us. She watched her mother and two younger sisters make their way into the church. Alex's face burned with embarrassment. She could feel the tears welling up in her eyes, but she'd be damned if she was going to hang around longer only to watch her mother make a fool out of herself. Hello? Where are you? Excuse me? I'm sorry. Alex calmed down and sweetened her voice. I miss you, Daddy. Can I come see you? That's more like it, bitch. She could tell Brian's dick was getting hard just by the conversation. Drop your location and I'll send the lift.
Okay, so Mama's at a funeral. She's a church girl. And she gets a call from the white man, Brian? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's white. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know how I...
Well, she also set up a nice scene with Alex's mother. Mm-hmm. That's a nice little addition to the story. Mm-hmm. So there you go, chapter 3. Mm-hmm. Make sure you all send your Nigga Piece Theater submissions.
I may interject or do a chapter, maybe not next chapter, but maybe the following.
Oh, well, you want to play?
Yeah, I want to play. I want to get on the
Let's
fun.
play. I'm down to play.
I just didn't want to do the whole thing. Like, we need crowd participation.
Okay, so next week, send your Nigga Piece Theater submissions by Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Noon o'clock.
Yes. Before we go on to commercial break.
Actually, send it by noon, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We'll give y'all till 5.
Yeah.
But it cannot be any later than 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, because then I can read it on the way. On the way to the show.
On the way to the show. Can you bring down the floor?
You know, I listen to that song like every day.
I listen to that album so often, I don't feel bad about it either.
It's so good. I still go back and listen to A Seat at the Table. Like,
I haven't listened to A Seat at the Table in a while because I've been so into When I Get Home.
That's fair. But, you know, if fall is here and, you know, September 30th, that means 3 years since A Seat at the Table came out.
Fall in your ways.
So you don't crumble. Man, listen, that was a sermon.
It was.
A sermon. I'm trying to think there's something else I needed to say before
we moved on to the move on.
Mm-hmm. Fudge. Oh, did you watch Does Somebody Have to Go?
No, not yet. I haven't had time.
So before we talk about what we're going to talk about after the commercial break, I have been really into reality TV the days of yore. So I've been watching like MTV's Next and like Eliminate.
Oh.
Yeah. And I've realized...
Oh, wait. What was the dating show on MTV?
You mean on BET Hell Date?
No, I remember Hell Date.
Okay.
No, the one where they had... It was the blind... Was it Blind Date? No. where they had the three and they met the parents or met the
Parental Control. Oh no, Date My Parents or something like that.
No, Parental Control, I think is what it was.
Are you talking about they have to go out on a date with the
No, the parents watch. Is it the parents who watch? Damn, how did that damn show go?
Parental Control is when two of the parents, or like it's two parents and one selects one. Like one parent selects the other one. Yes. And they have to choose which one they like better.
I used to watch that one.
Yeah. So I was watching Room Raiders.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I remember that too. When they would put the black light. Yeah.
There's an episode that Zac Efron was on.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He's been around that long?
He's a Disney kid.
Oh. Huh.
Right. But we have come so far from 2006.
Nigga.
The fashions.
Everything.
Like,
the
technology. It was almost less embarrassing to not have a cellular device.
Yeah.
Right.
People come over and they'll be like, what channel is blah, blah, blah? I'm like, I don't know. Because I grab my remote and press the little microphone button and be like, love after lockup. And it brings up everything that I need.
Yeah.
HGTV.
Yeah, I don't like searching for a channel.
And then I get creeped out because I'm like, damn, I wasn't even doing shit like this 10 years ago.
Mm-mm. At all. Mm-mm. Was there Apple TV 10 years ago? No, I don't think so.
I want to.
Google it. Google it. Google it. Google it. Google it.
When did Apple not die?
Apple, oh my God. Why don't you just write Apple TV?
Because then it's going to pull up how to buy one March 07.
Oh, okay.
So.
Only white people had it back then.
Yeah, I'm sure. Geeky tech nerds and shit.
Yeah, everybody got it. But anywho, let's take a break, and we'll be back again after these messages.
Mensajes!
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings, eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously. Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings, eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
And we're back, and today's episode is sponsored by The Grove. Those all-purpose cleaners your mom used to use are full of harmful chemicals that have been linked to everything from respiratory problems to cancer. You don't need toxins to have a clean home. Not with Grove Collaborative. Grove Collaborative is the online marketplace that delivers all-natural home, beauty, and personal care products directly to you. Grove takes the guesswork out of going green. Every Grove.co product is guaranteed to be good for you, your family, your home, and the planet, so you can save time reading confusing labels. I love the Grove Collaborative. Everything there is super dope. We talk about it all the time. We love their cleaners.
Yeah, global warming is here.
Yeah.
Which means fall is early.
Yeah.
They have an autumn fig gel dish soap.
Yeah.
With a silicone sleeve as well.
Yeah.
Autumn fig gel hand soap. Like fig candle.
Niggas love figs.
Yo, we just love it.
Yeah.
Dude, mad fall.
With Grove, you don't have to shop multiple stores or search endlessly online to get all the natural goods you need for you and your family. Join over 500,000 families who trust Grove Collaborative to make their homes happier and healthier. Plus, shipping is fast and free on your first order. For a limited time, when our listeners go to grove.co/JXT and place an order of $20 or more, you will get free 5-piece cleaning set from Mrs. Meyer and Grove, a $30 value. Go to grove.co/JXT to get this exclusive offer. Again, grove.co/JXT. Again, not com, grove.co/JXT. And this episode is brought to you by Postmates. When you need red wine at 4 p.m., sushi at 9, a breakfast burrito at 8, and an ibuprofen at 10, Postmate it.
Yes.
Postmates is your personal food delivery, grocery delivery, whatever kind of delivery service all year round. I stand Postmates. Let me tell you
something.
Postmates is what brought us over. It's how we made it over.
We had the dinner parties fully ready for everything. Had every single item we need, every ingredient, everything we needed, except ice for the cocktails. Guess who got on the Postmates and was able to get a couple bags of ice from the 7-Eleven?
Word. Anything you're craving, Postmates can deliver. They're the largest on-demand network in the U.S. and offer delivery from all the restaurants, grocery, and convenience stores and traditional retailers you could possibly want or need. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, Postmates will bring you whatever you need within the hour. I definitely have used them on Christmas.
Every day.
Yeah.
Honestly.
No more trips to the store. You don't even have to know where the store is. Nope. Postmates will deliver anything to you. That's so true because I don't know where shit is in Brooklyn, but they give it to me. And Postmates is the first place they actually delivered alcohol to me. So I was like, I don't have to leave my crib in the snow.
You could order a Bluetooth if you want to.
Oh, absolutely. You could order stuff from Best Buy.
Yes, I know.
It's lit. Download the app for iOS and Android for free. Browse local restaurants and businesses and track your delivery in real time. For a limited time, Postmates is giving our listeners $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days. To start your free deliveries, download the app and use code JXD. That's code JXD for $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days when you download the Postmates app. Anything you need, anytime you need it. Postmate it. Download Postmates and save with code JXD. I love Postmates. Download JXD. Oh, get your credits. Get your credits. Get your credits
here.
Yep. You ready?
Yep.
So Love After Lockup, right?
So bust it. We're going to do the first 3 episodes because we told you all we were not going to do it every episode for the listeners who hate it. Mm-hmm. But what we are going to do post this episode, we're going to do a full recap of the first 3 episodes of the new season. Mm-hmm. You know, break them down, all of that. And then we will have some fun things for you. Fun updates on Patreon.
Right. So our Patreon will be changing. It won't be tiered anymore. It'll be one flat rate.
Yep.
And it'll be lower than probably what a lot of you are paying on Patreon or whatever now, but we'll issue out that statement. But when it's the lower rate towards the end of the month, we will let you know.
Yep.
But yeah, we wanted to not give you without stuff. We might do another show that we publicly talk about on here. Mm-hmm. But for Love After Lockup, we're going to do it behind Patreon because somebody wants to promote these 2 undope queens.
I don't even care who they picked.
It just wasn't us.
It wasn't us. And we've been putting in the work.
For a year and a half.
Nigga, that's like being the intern and then they hire the boss's kid. Like, God damn, nigga, I've been working my ass and my titty nipples off.
I mean, we did it without the expectation of them to do it, but it would be nice to be recognized.
We just fooling y'all. We just josh.
Yeah.
We just josh.
But I was mad. So I don't even have names for these.
I do.
Yet. Okay.
For some of them.
I would like to talk about their... I don't
know their
remember,
real names.
Well, yeah, I don't remember each episode, but I know the story so far.
We'll go through the gist of each couple.
Okay. So, there's the Blacks.
We know them. Lamondre.
He don't even need and
his name is Lamondre.
And Wig.
And Wig.
Yeah.
Her name is Wig.
Yeah, Wig.
I really want to call her Tummy Tuck because it's not shade to tummy tucks. Like, girl, sis, get it how you live. It's those weird tummy tucks.
Where the belly button be like underneath the titty.
It's like mad high, and the belly looks really like a flat, like a stuccoed building.
Mary J. Blige has that, and I hate it.
I call them auntie tucks.
Yeah.
Lamondre and Auntie Tuck.
Lamondre and Auntie Tuck. There's
You want to start with them?
no.
Okay.
Actually, yes, because that's fine.
Why not?
So there's blacks on this episode.
They from Daytona.
Daytona Beach, Florida.
Mama owns a Wig, aka Auntie Tuck, owns a
She's an entrepreneuress.
She is. She does the commercials
Yes.
for her eyeglass wear
She
line.
runs an Instagram business.
Yes, it's called Class Eyewear with a K.
Yeah, it is. You did your research because I didn't know that.
It's Class.
Class with a K. So she's a woman of a particular age with she grew up in a home full of women. This is important to the story.
Yeah, Santana calls them the Braxtons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know who that's shade towards, to be honest.
It don't matter.
It doesn't matter. So Wig or Auntie Tuck has been dating this drug kingpin named Lamondre.
Lamondre.
He don't even need a nickname.
His name is Lamondre.
His name is Lamondre.
He wears
Lemonade.
white pedal pushers. He wears Jinkos.
It's GNC. It's called Jinkos.
I think it's called
Yeah,
Jinkos.
he wears those in K-Swisses.
In K-Swisses.
Yeah.
In Nautica Polo.
Yeah. But he's also killed a lot of people and sold a lot of drugs.
Yes, he has. Mhm.
He also does not have a real, tooth in his...
Those are permanent goals, right?
Yes, those are permanent
that
gold
shows
teeth.
if a nigga has replaced every tooth in his head with a gold one,
That means he is dangerous. Run. Get in front of some people.
Oh.
So, anywho, he has been locked up for 16 years for various offenses, primarily drug trafficking. He's made national news, apparently. And I will say, Lamondre is not ugly.
You're the second person to say that.
I'm not saying he's fine.
He is a nigga.
He's a nigga.
He's a nigga.
He is a hard ER. He just looks like he was a bad little boy because he looks short.
Florida nigga.
Yeah, he's a Florida nigga.
I don't know if he looks short or if it's the pants. I can't figure out.
It's prison. I don't know. Either way,
It's hard to figure out.
the interesting part about them is that, we see a lot of times on this show that the person on the outside is giving them money.
Oh, not here.
Not here. Lamondre is funding Wig's career from the inside. Let me repeat that. Lamondre is giving Wig money
from the inside.
How does that work, you ask? You don't know.
Offshore accounts, money under the mattress, things that they did not. Niggas set themselves up.
Yeah, before they get sent away because they can have a nest egg when they come back.
Absolutely.
No one's trying to be in destitute. That's how Baby Nut got that whole Mercedes.
Y'all really think y'all take everything?
Absolutely.
Relax.
Right. Because they're also going to need money for restitution later to hurry up and get off the thing.
Exactly.
So, no. You're not going to be in debt to the government all just because you sold a little, coke to a bunch of white people.
You gotta sell a little more coke to get off the government's list.
Right. Set yourself up before you go in. Anywho, so that's interesting. So she decides to, tell her sisters one day.
Her sisters. I'm gonna go have a little date with my sisters.
All 9 of them. Because there's a lot of them.
It's a whole lot.
It is
And I don't know if really she's the one who needs to be nicknamed Wig because...
Because their mama?
No, nigga, because it was a whole lot of wigs.
Yeah. It was a lot of wigs. So anyway, they go to some, like an A-loft.
Yeah.
Or like if Holiday Inn had a rooftop, they would go. They went there.
Where they sell California rolls. And
and they all have
martinis.
like flirtinis and things.
Mm-hmm. Cosmos.
And so Wig sat down with the rest of the Braxtons.
Wig sat down with the Wigs.
Yeah, with the Wigs. It was like, hey y'all, I'm dating somebody.
And they like,
you might know him.
I'm dating Lamondre.
Now, the fact is, she didn't have to preface it by anything. All she said was Lamondre.
I'm dating Lamondre.
And every nigga on camera knew who the fuck that was.
What? Why? What you doing that for? That's stupid.
And there's one particular sister that looks like a girl sister.
Who didn't say nothing.
Nope.
Nothing. Black Wig?
Yeah. Because she knew.
There was the one with the original Nene wig, which is...
The short?
No, where basically they take about 2 inches,
You
2-inch part,
the flip?
the 2-inch part, and then they glue some weave down on this side, and then they glue some weave down on this side, but the part be like the Nile River, so you see Mad's scalp. I'm like...
I can't. Okay, so there's one sister that was the really angry opposed one. Because I feel like she knew Lamondre and was like, oh no, nigga, like you've lost your mind.
It's quick weave images.
There's so many wigs.
Is that yes? Nene used to wear the quick weave.
Oh, the wig. Oh, when she had the long hair.
Part. Yeah, but she used to have that big ass Nile River part.
Yes.
Red Sea part.
Yes.
Right there, where it just be like
that
70.
was when she had her first nose.
Yes, exactly. That's why I said original Nene.
Got it. Well, in this story. So she tells her sisters, and they all disapprove, obviously. And she's like, I get it, you're upset, but it's cool. So they all, like, go downstairs because it's raining, right? It's Daytona Beach. It just randomly rains in Florida.
And then we find out the one with the part is a narc.
Yep. Because who shows up to the Holiday Inn?
Wait, I cracked up, too, because Wig was like... Next thing I know, my mama shows up, and she's supposed to be watching my son.
So the mama shows up. Mind you, a scene before that, she drops her son off with her mama and was like, I'm about to go out with the sisters.
And the mama was like, I'm like, what's the problem?
So mama shows up without her grandbaby. She done left the child with production.
The grandmama's
the baby.
Ooh,
and she
Wig
pulls up and was like, you with what now? Because one of her sisters ratted on her and told her mama that she dating a nigga from prison.
It was like, yep, I called her. I did it. So Wig runs to her Honda Accord coupe in her Donna Summers jumpsuit and drives off.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it. So
that ain't pretty much it.
That's it. So the next episode or whatever, she's doing a photo shoot, because niggas love photo shoots. For her new eyewear line.
Class.
With the K. She decides to do... All right. She decides to do this photo shoot exposing her auntie tuck.
Yeah. Ooh. Because she came out.
She wanted to do a whole body paint nude photo shoot.
That's what
I'm also confused if she knows what nude actually means, because all she was just topless.
She lives in Daytona. So maybe that's what nude is, because the titty clubs.
I know one person from Daytona, so I'm going to ask him.
May not be full butt naked.
I don't know what hood bitches do in Daytona.
I'm not sure. Yeah. I know what they wear in Daytona. I know the wigs ain't great.
Yeah.
So she goes to do this photo shoot.
DK. Mind you, she said Lamondre don't like it.
So I'm not telling him what I'm doing today.
Because he likes his woman, quote unquote, traditional.
Now her sister is her manager as well. So her sister gets in the car with her. They're discussing it, and her sister's like, Lamondre, we love you. We just don't want to see you get caught up, and that nigga is trouble. And she proceeds to let her know that she got this, and she's about to basically turn a hoe into a housewife. She about to clean up him and all of his ways. But bitch, and then also lets us know it's all about the motherfucking money.
Yeah.
It's all about the motherfucking money.
Yeah, absolutely.
She likes the fact that she's kept from the inside.
Yeah. And I think a problem with this show and everybody who's on it, like, they never think about what it means to be on the outside. They really fall in love with somebody on the inside in that culture. Not necessarily that person.
Not even thinking about the fact that these people are institutionalized. These people, and that's not a diss or whatever.
It's just something you need to be aware of.
You need to be aware, bitch. If this is what you're gonna sign yourself up for,
right?
So Lamondre calls her going the fuck off
because she tells him that she's doing this nude photo shoot, and he's like, "No, you lying to me." And when I tell you, Lamondre spazzes and calls her every name out.
Who you calling a bitch?
Right.
It's basically what she said, because Mama didn't back down either. Auntie Tuck was like, who you talking to?
Right.
Wait a minute.
And I'm also like, he basically like, I give you money for this shit and you like are disrespecting me. And she's just like, nigga, you don't run this.
I'd be petty. I'd be on the phone screaming, you got 1 minute left!
1 minute.
You got 1 minute left, get it out your system. And then I'd hang up the phone.
Right. So that's where we are with them.
Yes.
Who do you want to take on next?
We can do Chicken Little and Adele. I'm just gonna let you think about it for like 2 seconds before I.
The one that they were only together for like a weekend. And he didn't like that? Okay.
Yes, that's Chicken Little and Adele.
Does she look like her? He does look like Chicken Little. I don't see how she looks like Adele though.
She is.
She looks like she could be the older sister of Caitlyn from Matthew and Caitlyn.
She looks like she got that milky skin. Santana called her Adele. I'm gonna call her Adele.
So Chicken Little and Adele, right? So they're from the Square States.
Yeah.
And Adele, fake Adele.
Fake Adele.
She goes to school. She goes to work.
Mama is busy. Now, she had a past.
She did.
And you could tell from her previous photos. She had meth earrings.
What
Gauges.
are meth earrings? Okay.
Listen, there's a uniform for meth addicts. Gauges and zip-up hoodies.
Yeah, it's always a hoodie.
Gauges and zip, not just a hoodie. A zip-up hoodie. And Santana said...
That's always with the thing.
She said, ooh, it be dirty right around the wrist. Because we watched this together.
No, it's so funny because I don't know if you know drag queens like Katya. I watch Trixie and Katya a lot. So.
Trixie.
And there was a moment where Katya as relapsed and was on meth, and so like there's this video where she was like out and she had on the
hoodie,
the uniform,
the zip-up hoodie,
and it was like this. We hold it.
Yeah.
Ariana Grande.
Always.
arms.
It's always a shoulder length hair, a zip-up hoodie, and a gauge.
So Adele and Chicken Little. Chicken Little is locked up.
Yeah.
They've only known each other. They were only like.
That's my favorite nickname so far.
They're like legit in love, but they only hung out together for like a week.
Yes.
And then he got locked up.
Yes.
For drugs.
Yes. Now, this is where I was confused. And she said it so proud, too. She was like, there was 18 point blah, blah, blah grams found in my apartment. I'm like, 18 point blah, blah, blah grams? Bitch, that ain't much.
Yeah, in New York, it wouldn't be that much. But in wherever
the fuck.
You can't even, like, get an abortion. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's fair. That's fair.
Like,
That's
yeah.
fair. You're right. You're right. They make it sound like they got, like, pounds.
Yeah. So, anywho, she got off. I feel like she snitched, but that's neither here.
I don't know if I think he took. I don't know if he took the charge or if it was his weed.
Or if he was even related to that situation.
I don't know. I know he went to jail and she didn't.
Right. I just don't know if it was related. Their situation was
Right.
related.
So it was a scare. Well, she said her apartment got raided.
Yeah.
So it was a scare, and Mama got her life right and went to church, school, and got a job.
Right. So, Chicken Little is in prison in love with her. Mm-hmm. But fake Adele keeps saying there's a secret she got to tell him.
She's clearly tormented.
And we don't know why. Now, we've learned that Chicken Little's mama and her don't really get along like that.
Mama Bates.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, she's the fake Kathy Bates. Mm-hmm. She do not like fake Adele at all. Mm-mm. She's almost on like Alice levels. Mm-hmm. But we don't know how deep that is yet.
At first she was saying stuff that made sense. Mm-hmm. Like, she's like, it's not the fact that you with him or whatever, or that you taking care of your business, but like 3 years, baby, and you ain't seen him, that don't sit right with me. And I'm like, okay, I guess if you choose to be with a nigga in prison, like, y'all...
You should go see him.
You should probably go see
Adele
him.
never saw him in prison. She just refuses to.
She said she was busy with work in school. I gotta go to school.
A part of me feels like she's a convicted felon, and so she can't.
I don't think so. I think she would have said it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But she keeps saying she has a past, so I don't know. But I also...
Meth.
Yeah. But I'm like, hello? Anywho.
Why was that so funny?
Because she was like, hello?
Hello.
But anywho, yeah, there's not much. We don't know much about their dynamic just yet. I feel like it's about to go off the chain in the next couple episodes.
I feel like it's gonna be Mama Bates' fault because she is. So that's what I was saying. She said some things that made sense, but then she started getting kind of OD with it, where she was like, "And nobody's good enough, my son, and I don't want nobody in my son." And I was like, "Oh,
she needs to be in his son's relationship."
Yep, she need to be in the relationship. She want to be a part. You know what I'm saying? Because old girl told her, like, well, we don't really... Their dynamic is kind of wild, too. And the way his Chicken Little's mom, Mama Bates, was talking to fake Adele, I was like, don't talk to me like that.
Right.
You need to hurry up. I'm like, bitch, who the fuck?
Who is you?
You need to get the fuck ASAP. So... Yeah. I'm interested to see how they unfold just because Mama Bates is crazy as cat shit.
Yeah.
Who next?
What a lady.
The one whose daddy looked like a booty hole? That's a booty hole. No, XD. That's a valve.
I wasn't talking about her. The wooden lady from the very first season of
Oh! That's Little Critter.
Yeah. No, she looks wooden.
She looks like Little Critter. Literally, like, we thought Lena Dunham looked like Little Critter. That is Little Critter.
Okay, so Little Critter and Michael Scott. Because he looks just like Steve Carell on The Office.
Even her teeth. Santana she calls him Kaepernick's white cousin.
Yeah, White Kaepernick.
He's White Kaepernick because his fate. But then I don't want to disrespect Kaepernick because this nigga is crazy.
Yeah.
This is what she looked like when she went to pick him up from prison.
She does look like Little Critter. Cheese and rice.
And
oh my God.
And she wears the, and they talked about my boots.
Yeah. Okay, so Little Critter and White
Kaepernick.
White Cap.
White Cap.
Fake Michael Scott. Whoo, so we saw them in the very, very first season of Love After Lockup.
We've seen them in every season and then they disappear.
Yeah, well, remember the second season when it came up, they were supposed to have a storyline, but because
he lied.
Well, no, but because the Michael and Jazzy Shoulders of them was so good, they took them out of the season.
I think they took them
3.
out because they didn't have no forward movement because old boy lied about his release.
Right. Because remember, on the very first season, Little Critter and White Cap, he was supposed to get released and left Little Critter at the bus station asking random blacks if they knew him.
Same with this season. She went up to that black man and she was like, well, I'm picking my friend up. And that black man passed her straight. Right. She's like, you're not him, are you?
So here's the thing with them. They've been together for quite a while. She low-key catfished him.
Oh, yeah, high-key.
Because she said, I initially sent a photo that
she
me and my
Nene-grammed her
sister,
face.
Yeah, she did the whole, like...
she made herself velvet.
It's not Instagram. Snapchat. Ooh, I am old.
Well, I don't even think it's Snap. She did the shit Nene be doing to her and Greg, where she makes them look like plush.
Oh, yeah. Facetune.
Yes.
So, anywho, but I was like, either way, they met in person, and so they're very well aware. Mm-hmm. I do want to say she's like a mental health counselor.
She's a psychiatrist or psychologist.
No, she just says mental health professional.
In the original seasons, it says psychologist.
I thought it just said mental health counselor. Oh, well, I have to look. The whole point is, that also gives me pause. But whatever.
Big pause.
So, White Kaepernick finally comes. And... they're in love. They're kissing on each other. Like, he legit likes her.
I don't think he does, friend.
So far, it looks like he does.
I don't know.
So she keeps pushing the sex thing, and he's like,
And this is why I don't think, because she said, what do you want first, a BJ or a steak? And he's like, a steak. And then notice when he kisses her, it's like it's almost like a Venmo Vixen kissing squat.
I don't know. White people kiss weird, so I can't.
They do, but his seems like a resistance.
I don't know. So I was watching TV with Noah earlier, and so there was a kissing scene. We were watching some tea and Tamara.
She started flipping around like a goddamn gerbil.
No, she goes. So they're kissing on camera. There's 2 white people kissing awkwardly on camera. She was like, ew, that's gross.
Because sometimes when people kiss on TV, she just start flipping.
Yeah, she was like, ew. She was like, that's so gross. And like, not like in a kid way, like, ew, that's so gross. She was just so like, ew, that's gross. I
was that
shit. In my head, I was like, same.
This little girl, I had the Geek Squad come in here and put my TV on a mount earlier. So I'm looking for Noah. I'm like, Noah. And then, I had to come back to the room to make sure things were copacetic. This little girl is back here. So I was like, girl, get out of here. She was talking to the repairman. So I was like, get out of here. So she's like, I'm just talking to him. And he goes, no, she's fine. I promise she's fine. I said, okay. But of course, I was always within earshot. So I walked back to the front. And then I hear her as I walk away go, so as I was saying. So I was like,
yes.
This little heifer literally, your CEO was over here. So as I was saying, so then I come back to check one more time.
Ma'am. He put her to work.
He was like, she installed your TV mount.
Mama is with the tool.
She's with the screwdriver.
Work, Noah. She was like, well, let me see this shit.
I had to take a picture. I was like, this little girl is too funny. That, as I was saying.
That's very like Dora Winifred Reed.
Yeah. So as I was saying,
she literally is DW.
And she ain't got no teeth right now. She is DW. Less annoying, but she is DW.
She's DW like Kareem. Because I noticed that with the closed caption on, she reads the words, and I was like, how the fuck you know that?
Oh yeah, she's reading now, fam.
Talented.
She's reading.
They grow up so fast.
Oh my god.
But anywho.
And everything she says is hilarious because she ain't got no teeth in her mouth.
Yeah. front, gone.
When I start talking to her, I do this.
That's why she chose you back.
I know. I deserve it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So anywho, so White Cap and Wooden Critter.
You don't like her, fam.
He don't really, I guess he don't like her. They went to dinner. He has to go to the halfway house, so like they didn't get to like hump in between.
No, they had to go to Steak and Ale first.
Tonight is unmistakably Steak and Ale.
Iconic.
So they went to the Steak and Ale, and this nigga has his steak, which looked cooked properly, actually. And she keeps talking about sex.
Yeah.
So she's like, you know, I haven't had sex in 5 years. I'm extremely frustrated. She's like, so when am I gonna see you again? And he's like, I don't know. I guess I'll find out when I get to the halfway house, but right now, can't tell you.
Right.
I don't know. I was like, what the hell? Then this nigga is trying to get her a reckless driving charge because they sat too long at the Steak and Ale, one too many trips to the salad bar, and they were running late, and he had to report to halfway house at 7:20.
We've seen this story before.
Not even 7:30. We sure the fuck have. And when they pulled up that GPS, I said, oh, they about to take them off the show again. But they got there at 7:15.
Enough to kiss and make awkward
nastiness.
Yeah, for us to be subjected to.
Gross.
And he made it. See, white people, they made it. They made it to their parole.
Now, Little Critter, did you see the scene where Little Critter and her former prison friend were sitting down on the couch?
Oh yes, COPD Tammy Faye Baker.
Yes, exactly. Yes,
Yeah.
I was thinking.
I love her.
They were sitting down, and when them two heifers cackled, it sounded like two Marlboros laughing.
Listen,
It was like
the black lungs were. The hills were alive with the sounds of mesothelioma. They sounded like Patty and Selma.
nigga, they sound like Arya after the battle.
Yeah.
Patty and they sound like Christian Bale as the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
I am Batman.
Yeah.
Where's Joker?
Yes, they all did kind of talk like Thanos, though.
I know. They were like, yeah, but you know, you just said sugar mama.
But I liked her. She was funny.
She was.
She was funny.
She's like, well, she just thinks that I'm his sugar mama.
Yeah, COPD Tammy Faye.
And what Little Critter got a Jesus fish on the back of her car. Might be a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving along.
Because all the black people, might be. Yeah. So moving right along, how many more couples do we have? We have 2 more?
We got now we got the one whose daddy looked like a booty hole.
He looked like a thumb.
He looks like a booty hole.
I'm gonna save them for last because they're actually the most entertaining.
Okay, let's go with the lesbian and what does he look like? The lesbian, the one with the prison wife, and her mom's still locked up. Her and her mom got locked up together.
Oh, I forgot about them. Got it. Okay.
The lesbian with the twin mom.
Yeah, Christy from The Facts of Life.
Joe.
Oh, Joe. There you go,
That's
Joe. Yeah, Joe. That's what I meant. Christy was the blonde with Joe. Of course.
So Joe gets out of prison and
So let's set the scene. So there is Joe and Tim Burton.
Yeah. Beetlejuice.
Because that nigga is weird looking.
Because he looks like he used to kill cats as a child.
And now he kills people.
I thought that.
Legally.
I thought that.
Because he works for the CIA.
Well, yes, that.
Yeah.
Yes. No, but I thought he actually, killed people.
Yeah. No, like outside,
Period.
Recreationally. Yeah. I wouldn't put it
Locked him in a storage closet. But the more that he talked, I was like, oh, well, Frankenstein is just actually not that bad. He's
like if Stewart grew up. Like Stewart from
Nope, don't do it.
Mad TV.
He's never had a girlfriend.
Like I said, Stewart from Mad TV.
He's never had a girlfriend. And so It's him and his mom. His mom seems like... I like his mom, actually.
She's level-headed.
She is.
She wanted to go... So, basically, he in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe from The Facts of Life...
Is in Atlanta.
At the Metropolitan Detention Center, I'm assuming on somebody's peach tree.
Yes.
So...
Not somebody's peach tree.
Everything is on a peach tree.
It is.
That or somebody's Ponce de Leon.
Ponce de Leon.
Yeah. Where you at? The Fellini's on Peachtree, and you just automatically know which one.
Okay, cool.
It's actually on Ponce de Leon, if I remember. So, anywho, so Lurch.
Yes.
Lurch.
Yes.
So Lurch works for the government, just like. He reminds me, you know what he reminds me of? Of James from the very first season of Love After Lockup.
Yes, no, but James was an actual
also
psycho.
From Chicago.
James was an actual psycho.
So was this nigga. We don't know.
I don't think he is.
I don't know.
He seems really respectful because when she got out...
Because you caught up with her mama. That's what it is. Oh, James was respectful too.
No, but even James, like, something about this dude, so, like, when they checked into the Airbnb, first of all, when she got out, you know, he's all...
You gotta tell them the whole story.
So the nigga's in the military, and she is a prisoner who got locked up with her mother.
Mm-hmm, for drug trafficking.
Yes.
So her and her mama are like...
The hustlers.
They're bunkies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bunky mom. Mm-hmm. And so you have them, and then he's telling his mother, well, I'm going to go get her out of jail. And mom is like, you know, she's vocal about her reservations, but she's also not intrusive.
Yeah, he's 30 years old. He's got to make his own decisions.
You could tell she's not happy about it, but she kind of lets him be. Mm-hmm. So he drives to Atlanta, and he is weirdly laughing the entire time that he's on his way to Atlanta. Mm-hmm. Like, it's him, and he really does look like Lurch. He's bald-headed, has very thick, bushy eyebrows, you know. And so he's driving to Atlanta, and he's like, mm-hmm. I was like, yo, what is this laugh? Mm-hmm. So she gets out, and they kiss. And then she turns to production and goes, this is really awkward.
Yeah.
I was like, goddamn.
Yeah.
So they go and check into the Airbnb. Before that. So they talk about marriage while she's still locked up. Mm-hmm. Because she put up a profile, and this nigga was the first person to respond.
Why wouldn't he?
Right. So they fall in love, and he proposes marriage to her through jail, and she says yes. However, homegirl has a prison wife.
Mm-hmm. Who she has convinced Lurch that's just, you know,
terminology.
Slang. A colloquialism. That's my wife.
For like bestie.
Right. Little does, you know, it's not necessarily the case that we know of.
Trip City.
Yeah. So, man, Trip City, bitch.
Trip City, bitch.
So, before they go and have their alone time, Lurch takes Joe from The Facts of Life to where she will be paroling.
Yes.
She will be paroling with her prison wife's mother.
Yes.
Who, her mother just understands that they're best friends and not anything more.
Does she?
So,
because...
mind you, so they pull up, and this is their first time meeting.
And I think Bunky's mother is a Trump supporter.
Sure. Did you not see... Like, she lives in, like... Her house looked like
that's what
some
Santana
shit on,
said.
Like, Duck Dynasty.
Santana was like, just look at the background stuff.
Yeah, like, nothing about that gave progressive.
And production is still shady, because y'all think we don't see these angles y'all be doing on
No,
these
they
people.
do that shit on fucking purpose.
They know what they doing.
Talk about B footage. No. You setting the scene.
You know this lady got big hands, so y'all position that camera intentionally show her big hands driving.
And this is why I'm getting mad. Because they know they do that shit for us. Because they know we're going to fucking talk about her big ass hands.
Because you know exactly who I was talking about as soon as I said it.
Mm-hmm. So any fucking
Y'all be
way.
zooming in on pores, carpets, hands.
Ooh, the couch.
The couch, that dirty
never
ass
forget.
dog.
A nappy ass dog.
The couch, which Tristan called that dog as dirty ass blended in.
Like, it was wild. I'll never forget that. And that was a whole season ago.
He's like,
that's
even the
thing.
dog dirty.
Yeah. Section 8 ass dog.
Damn.
Anywho.
Why y'all do the blacks like that?
Oh, God. Anyway. Prison wife's mama, you know, Mama June. Because that's what she gives.
That's what she is.
She's seemingly protective and motherly of this stranger she just invited in her home to parole there. And so before she leaves, her and Lurch go to check in the Airbnb. Mama June pulls Joe from the Facts of Life from the side and was like,
Does he know you're a lesbian?
She did not say that.
She did say that at some point.
No, she did not.
Yes, she did.
She says, don't do anything you don't want to do.
Oh, well, that part. Yeah, but I feel like when they were
She
joking
did
at the
not.
table, she did say, does he know you're a lesbian?
She did not.
I swear I heard that.
You made that up.
I did not make it up.
So anyway, they go to the Airbnb and it's awkward. And Joe from the Facts of Life continues to say to production and off camera,
This is really awkward.
This is really awkward.
Now, Lurch is, and this is why I say I don't think Lurch is the murderer that I initially labeled him, because Lurch really is trying to go out of his way to make sure old girl's comfortable. She said she wanted red meat when she got out, and he went and got steak and pork chops and all
He
kinds
don't
of
know
things
how to
put.
cook a leg.
He don't.
But
He got the
he-
grill started because them coals were white, but he don't know how to cook anything. So I don't know if they had anything outside of meat. I don't know what the temperature on that meat was. But then at the end, she's like, well, she grabs his hand. Well, you look really good. Thank you for everything.
And they slept in different beds.
And they went to different bedrooms. And when they were on him, and he was like, well, sex is a beautiful thing. And apparently it's not going to happen with Amber tonight. You could tell he was disappointed, but he was like, but it's okay because she just got out of jail and I want to make sure she's comfortable. And I was like,
Work.
okay.
He's like Marcelino and Barnes, but like,
Well, I have some gifts laid out for you on the bed. I got a domino set and a lime green dress and a quarter set because I remember when you said your parents used to rob you as a child.
exactly. Also, shout out to Zwala. Her birthday was the other day.
Oh, happy first birthday, Zwala.
So there's
Little precious
two more
bean.
couples, actually. I forgot.
Yes.
Scrabble tiles again.
There's another Scrabble tile. Actually, there's three more because there's this crazy Mexican girl, but
We haven't met her yet.
yeah, we haven't met. So, and honestly, I
I'm
don't
not
really
really
want to.
interested.
Nope. She's actually the reason why I was hesitant about watching this.
Yeah.
But okay, so who you want to do? Daddy is a booty hole or just the new Scrabble tiles?
New Scrabble tiles.
Okay. So new
Because I will say, Booty Hole Daddy has the most interesting storyline.
You right.
So, even with the Scrabble tiles, it's not as interesting. So, you remember on South Park where they drew Canadians?
Yes. Yes, like stick figure.
So, that's exactly who this lady looked like. She looks like she's a Canadian character from South Park.
White trash can?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, like, she doesn't look like she looks like a cartoon character. Or, like, she would look like she would be on, what's the show? King of the Hill?
I want to call her Odd Body.
It's so weird. Okay, so Odd Body. Because her face, it's so, like, everything is so, like, magnified on her face.
There used to be this girl. This is terrible, actually, and I shouldn't admit this, but there used to be this girl. She was a weirdo, though, and she really, had weird behavior. She started working with me and my homegirl at a former company. She's just a strange, and she had a weird body. Like, it wasn't body shaming. It was just, like, a weird body. Like, she was tall. It was weird. It was a weird body. It wasn't like, again, not body shaming. This had nothing to do with, she wasn't it's not body, it's not, anyway. We used to sing the jingle of Hot Pocket. We'd be like, Odd Body. body.
Oh my gosh. That is bad. That is so bad. Odd body.
So anyway, that's what I want to call this one because her surgeries, she's got a weird body.
Yeah, so here's the thing. She's a sex worker.
Odd body.
And there's nothing wrong with that. So she's a cam girl.
Which there's nothing wrong with that.
But I just always wondering, like, does she do it, like, when her kids are asleep?
Oh, I don't know when it happens.
Or
I'd just like to know.
while they're at school?
Well, let's set up the scene for them. So Odd Body is in a Scrabble tile situation. She's engaged
To a man named John.
to an inmate named John. She also has a boyfriend named Shane.
Who's also locked up.
Yes.
She has hybristophilia.
Yes.
Which is what Mandy talked about when she was here.
She's attracted to inmates.
That's all she dates.
Literally. I think her ex-husband ended up going to jail. So she's
That's
in
how she met her
Right.
fiance who's in jail. And then when her and that nigga got into a fight over the phone, LOL, she went on another, she went on, like she went on another site and found another nigga because she wasn't getting the attention that she needed from a nigga in prison. So she found another nigga in prison to give her the attention that she needs. Oh, you can't write this shit.
No.
So anywho, she's like a sex cam girl. She lies to her family saying that, she's going to go away on a modeling trip. Her dad is going to take care of.
Her dad is hilarious. Her dad's not even he don't even know about the boyfriend.
No.
So just with the fiance, he's like, well, because he told her he wasn't going to walk her down the aisle. And he was like, well, maybe we all hold hands and go to parole together.
Yeah.
So, but it seems like she takes care of her kids. We're not shaming what she does for a living.
No. What I am shaming her for is for playing two niggas that, not even playing two niggas, but like, girl.
Cheating with a nigga in jail with a nigga in jail.
Yeah, that's what I'm shaming her for.
So she goes to pick up the boyfriend because he's getting out before the fiance. Labor Day is over. So she goes to pick up the boyfriend Shane. Shane ain't the sharpest crayon in the box.
No.
So she picks him
He's
up.
also very young.
21.
Yeah.
She is not 30 yet.
No.
Shameful. Anyway. So she goes to pick him up and they're riding in the car. Well, fiance keeps calling. So she says, I have to take this.
So she pulls over on the interstate.
On the interstate.
To take a phone call.
Gets out of her SUV, walks around the back to the side. I mean, I thought Labor Day was over. It's the after shot.
Yeah.
So she goes to pick up the nigga. She gets out of the car, walks around the back side of the car to take the phone call.
Yeah.
And she's like, hey, what's going on?
Driving.
What you
And
doing? I'm outside.
her fiance suspects something is going on. So he gets mad and hangs up on her.
Does.
And while Shane is in the car, just being happy that he's out with the woman that he loves, being 21 and stupid.
Yep.
And that's where we left off with them.
Yes.
Last but not least. So
Daughter booty hole.
she looks like Sally. You ever watch Toy Story?
Yes.
So Woody's fake girlfriend,
Yes.
Sally, the cowgirl.
She does.
She looks like Sally.
But with weird teeth.
Like when she loved me, like her. And Daddy Booty Hole.
Yeah.
So
I'm not going. I want to tell you what I called him, but it can't be the show nickname.
What is it?
notice that just from his photos, how groomed his hair is, all of that, he gives me Ted Bundy vibes. But when he opened his mouth, it wasn't that. And he looks like Ryan Gosling. But I'm talking about the fiance, the fiance.
I don't even remember what he looked like.
Like Ryan Gosling.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so daughter booty hole.
Yeah. Sally.
Yeah, Sally booty hole.
Sally booty hole.
The booty holes. So Sally booty hole is a mother of 3. Mm-hmm. This is important.
Yes.
She has a child at the age of 12, 7, and 3.
One of the children's names is what's her name? Chantrell or Chantrice. Something that signifies that they're a different type of white.
Yeah. Yeah. They're from Texas.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And they she lives at home with her family. Mm-hmm. Mother and father booty hole. Mr. and Mrs. Booty Hole.
Mr. and Mrs. Booty Hole.
Yeah. Mr. and Mrs. Booty Hole look like they have been through the fire, through the limit, through the wall.
We could call Mrs. Booty Hole Bag Lady because up under her eyes,
man, listen,
Samsonite.
Yeah, she has been
luggage.
And Mr. Booty Hole, I still think he looks like a thumb, but whatever. He also kind of looks like Roger from American Dad, but that's neither here nor there. Stop it. So she met her nigga while researching serial killers. So she came across this one man who is a bank robber. Now, I don't know how... Stop it. I don't know how you can come up and find a serial killer when you're supposed to be researching, I don't see how you find a robber and you're supposed to be researching serial killers.
I don't either, but regardless, old girl said she was doing a paper for school. He did a bank robbery and she was immediately attracted to him from his picture.
Right. And mind you, he did a bank robbery in a blonde wig.
So they called him a fat, tall, white woman. Mm-hmm. And she thought it was the funniest thing in the world when she said it.
And it wasn't. It
wasn't at all, actually.
Niggas got robbed.
She laughs. That's what Daddy Booty Hole said. Because he was like, he scared a bunch of people.
Yeah, this is not okay.
He really frightened a bunch of people. They could have PTSD from what this nigga did.
Yo, that's crazy. My job is right there.
Oh, it is.
Right
Literally. We're looking at Google. The Google Chromecast plays the prettiest images.
Yeah. They never show... Do they show New York at Apple TV? Maybe. I don't remember.
It's not normal. Usually it's a lot of forests and trees and shit.
Mine uses, on the Apple TV, Mountains. It does the 4K aerial thing. Oh. But I also don't think those images are real. Oh. I feel like how they... they have, moving cars, and it's they look nondescript. Either way.
Google Chromecast images are real.
That makes sense because of Google Earth and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, Daddy Booty Hole is not with the shits. And Sally says she's getting ready. Sally Booty Hole.
Sally's sister is a correctional officer.
Oh! Her sister. So she tells her sister everything or whatever. And her sister says, "You're stupid." Mm-hmm. Which she was like, my sister wants everything. First of all, ain't no bitch with braces about to tell me I'm stupid.
Word.
And did. And deserved it.
Oh, absolutely. Every last bit.
She's like, my sister lives in a fantasy world.
I just don't understand, anywho.
She wants to be a princess. And I'm not even going to go into it. Mm.
So, old boy is in prison elsewhere. Mm-hmm. He's about to get out, and he is going to parole in Colorado.
Yes.
She lives in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Mama gets the great idea to get her boo set up.
So she tells Daddy Booty Hole that she gotta go away for 3 months
3 months.
to go take care of this nigga. I have to go get him set up. And Daddy Booty Hole goes, where the kids gonna go? And she said, I'm leaving him here with you. Mm-hmm. So you made a whole contingency plan for a nigga, but didn't even tell or ask the people who you need help from to watch your kid. You ain't even set your kids up.
No.
You bought a couple cans of beefaroni and said, y'all niggas have fun. I got business to attend to. Ooh, wee wee. Wee wee.
K-Drea.
K-Drea. Yep.
I use K's minus 2 of them if you catch my drift. So K-Drea literally was like, fuck these kids, I'm out.
Yeah.
And Daddy Booty Hole was like, I'm gonna take care of them because they're mine and they won't go without because I'm not gonna let anything happen to them. But
Right.
like, fuck you, like what the fuck?
He's like, yo, you are wildin' right now.
Mama didn't even really say goodbye to her kids. She kind of was like, well, all right, I'm out.
She went trying on wedding dresses. Her mother went with her looking like a corpse the entire time. Was very upset. Was like, I don't support this, but you're my daughter. And it's a mess.
So she packed up her Dodge Neon.
Yeah.
Dodge Stratus. And drove to Colorado for 3 months. And that's where we are now.
And that's where we at.
So Mama literally was like, fuck these kids, I'm out. Don't let children get in the way of your happiness. That's real.
We've said this before.
Yeah. If she was smart, she would have had a set on the side and nobody would have been the wiser.
I mean, honestly.
Yeah. So that's Love After Lockup. You all decide, watch it. I have plenty of much more trash reality TV for you all. Did you watch Beyond the Pole yet?
So Beyond the Pole came on one day when I was doing something else.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I need them to get real messed before I become invested.
that's real.
Because they're on this like positive like female empowerment shit, and I'm not really into that right now. Like, I'm into negativity.
That's the movement.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. Like, in general, I'm all for, like, empowerment and unity. But I don't really want that on my TV.
That's real.
I want negative mess. Like ain't shit baby daddies, drugs.
Totes fair.
Like, weird shit. Like, I've been watching Smothered, which is about I think it's on TLC, where it's, like, these women have, like these women have inappropriate mother-daughter relationships.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like this one, like these mothers cannot do without their daughters. Like one of them was like, if we could be in a relationship, I would be in a relationship with my daughter.
What?
Girl, you have to watch
I don't
Smothered.
know if I can watch that.
Oh no, you have to. It is a mess. You also need to watch.
What's it on?
Either TLC or Lifetime. I want to say it's TLC.
Oh no.
It's crazy. Like, these mothers have weird relationships with their daughters. Marrying Millions is so good.
You always talk about that.
So good.
If it don't have Jill in it, I usually don't watch it.
Yeah. What else have I been watching? Oh, we watched Hulu has had like a whole like new wave of like crime shit. So we watched like the story of like Chandra Levy.
Oh, now you're speaking my language.
Lacey Peterson.
Oh yeah, that bitch was crazy. She's had a Snapped episode.
Lacey Peterson is the story of how her husband killed her.
Yeah, they had a Snapped special.
Oh.
Yeah, about Lacey Peterson.
Oh wow. But there's also like controversy. Like, is he really?
Yep.
It's like an Adnan kind of situation.
Yeah, that's what the special was on Oxygen.
Yeah. What else have I been watching? There's also, all the MTV, BT dating shows. Those are really fun and entertaining. And I've been watching The Amazing Race again. Old episodes.
I've been watching Cedar's World.
1, 2.
We'll see y'all next week.
1, 2.
It's okay, Pastor. Take your time. A few aunties in the bitch.
Right. We are reading.
Shut the fuck up. It don't even go with the background noise for the story.
Right.
Anyway. I
For
found a
what's to say?
seed in my weed.
The X. There's a snake in my boots. Okay.
With the new iPhone SE for less than $100 at Metro, you rule. It's the most affordable iPhone on the #1 brand in prepaid. So whether you're studying online or FaceTiming.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, dear. The iPhone SE has all you need. Switch to Metro and get the iPhone SE for $99.99 after rebate redemption and 6 months of service with AutoPay. Metro by T-Mobile. Rule your day. Limit 1 per account/household. Requires port and ID validation. Not valid for numbers currently on the T-Mobile network or active on Metro in past 90 days. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.